welcome to this season year 2021. Okay, so real quick before I start this, I used to call these Spooky Scary Saturdays, but I believe there is already a Spooky Scary Sunday here on YouTube. So with that being said, because I'm a small channel and whatever, I am going to change the names to these to something that potentially won't be branded, I guess. So I'm changing the names to Saturday Night Movie Nights. Very easy, simple, plain, whatever. I used to actually do these, my brother and I, when I first saw horror movies in general and just fun movies like the one we are talking about today. We just called them Saturday Night Movie Nights, did them in high school, like my freshman year of high school, and we did it every Saturday for a very long time. So now, carrying on that same tradition, that is what I'm going to call my series on both YouTube as well as Instagram. So it's Saturday Night Movie Nights now with Chris Says Beauty, me. So, the screen just went blank behind me. So the movie we are going to tackle today, which was right behind me, it is going to be Cloverfield from, what is it, 2009, I think? I'm about to hop in this in a moment on the voiceover. And it's that time of year I get ready and do my hair and makeup and also talk about kind of fun facts, break down basic plot summaries of my favorite horror films leading all the way up to Halloween. So if you're watching this here on YouTube, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You are going to be doing yourself a favor. If you're watching this on Instagram, hit that follow button and I will love to see you here on my page. I will have other videos up on my YouTube. Instagram, it's more hair related, just strictly on there. So either which way, you should follow me and like and see what we have going on here. I'm trying to dive into a TikTok where I kind of have everything going in on there and it won't be so regimented, but that's neither here nor there. I'll kind of post that on other things. So let's go ahead and get in with the movie talk. Saturday Night Movie. So our very first movie of the 2021 fall season leading up to Halloween is going to be, so it's 2008 Cloverfield, and I really like Cloverfield because it's one of the live footage sort of films where it's from the perspective of, you know, someone has a camera, kind of like a home movie sort of thing, almost similar to like Blair Witch Project, which I guess was like the first to really do it. And in the early 2000s, well, just all the 2000s, these sort of found footage, first-hand account little films were, I feel like, really good. I mean, the shaky cam was definitely... a lot of people don't like Cloverfield, though, and I get it because it is very shaky at times, and I mean, it can make you sick because the whole movie is like shaky cam, but I mean, it's not that bad. I don't know, I just really like it. So it starts off, you have, basically, it's like an attack has happened in New York City in Central Park, and there's like a group of friends that you've been following through kind of like their own side, like drama, and they're having a going away party, and like you see, it's almost like a King Kong, Godzilla, more Godzilla inspired movie, you can tell, because it's literally like an alien has shown up, this big creature that is huge, and he's just, you know, breaking everything basically because he's this huge alien monster thing. And there's this really great shot that is definitely the shot of the movie, as you can tell by the movie poster, where he like hits the Statue of Liberty and like knocks its head off, and you see it in the film, kind of like the head's coming right at him, and you see them all just freaking out. It's such a great moment in horror that I think really should stand on its own. Like, it should get its own recognition, I think. I am not going to touch too much on the 2 sequels following this because I definitely believe that they were never intended to be, and they just kind of slapped a name on something so they could brand it, and that was it, because there's no correlation between the 3. The 3rd one is awful, and yeah, just not something I'm going to dive into in this video, but I might later on. So, a few quick fun facts. So, allegedly, it was supposed to be a metaphor for 9/11, which now that I'm reading that does make sense, only because, you know...
Can you see it?
You're watching the destruction of, you know, New York City. Like, I guess that does make sense. It says, even though the film was released several years after the terrorist attacks, having a real monster attack, New York City became a metaphor for 21st century anxieties. Yeah, I guess that makes sense-ish. I mean, there's so many New York falling apart in movies, though, that I'm kind of like, I think that's kind of being loosely tied there, but apparently, and this sounds really cool, the film, as I was just talking about, has the part with the Statue of Liberty's head, goes running, like, flying off into the street. Apparently, the director said the idea came from the poster for John Carpenter's Escape from New York. I've never seen this, and now I do definitely, you know, me being a huge John Carpenter fan, I definitely need to check this out now. Apparently, though, I can't say this because I really haven't seen the movie, but apparently it's not even a scene in John Carpenter's movie. It was just a movie poster, so it's not really like they really stole this idea for anything. Like, it's not really a film necessarily. It was just kind of a concept, an artwork that now has added some interesting plot that's kind of funny. A lot of moviegoers vomited. Like I said, a lot of people could not handle the shaky cam, and I get it. Like, it is pretty intense at times, and I did not see it in theaters. I saw it right when it, like, came out to rent. I think I rented it from Blockbuster, and yeah, I could see if you were in a theater, you probably would have gotten really sick from it, because the shaky cam is a lot in this movie. Okay, I lied. I'm going to talk about Cloverfield Lane a little bit because I just came upon something that I think it does say what I was saying. So, allegedly, the story was bought. Well, this is what happened. The story was bought by Abrams Production, the same guy who did Cloverfield, and he said to Entertainment Weekly, the spirit of it, the genre of it, the hear of it, the fear factor, the comedy factor, the weirdness factor. There were so many elements that felt like the DNA of this story were of the same place that Cloverfield was born out of. Despite, and this isn't a quote anymore, despite that they shared the same DNA, Abrams did not want to, make it a direct sequel. They very intentionally did not call it Cloverfield 2. Which I guess, but I mean, they still, I don't know. They can say what they want. I definitely think that it's a branding, marketing thing. They wanted it to get out because all that they have in common is that it's very sci-fi influence. That's it. Like, and that's only the very end of 10 Cloverfield Lane when she goes out and there's just random aliens there. Like, the whole thing, it's just not... They're not similar at all. It's just loose branding, basically. Alright, so there's been my little rant on that and my kind of movie talk on Cloverfield and my thoughts and feelings about it. But overall, Cloverfield is definitely one that, I own it, so that says something right there because I will not hold on to just any horror films anymore. And it's just, I don't know, I was in high school, it was the right time, it was the right movie. I love the green aspect of it, like the aesthetic of this film. It's just, I think it's really good. It's a really good adaptation, like a modern Godzilla, way better than the newer ones they've had. So anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think about Cloverfield. Do you think that the whole Cloverfield, 3 movie franchise is as ridiculous as I do? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching our first of the year Saturday night movie night. I will see you next Saturday, and have a nice spooky week.